Hi, everyone. Jeff is going to put up some pictures of Marilyn. And you know, most of the time I'm not at a loss for words, so I don't use notes. But when things are especially important to me, I sometimes do. Marilyn wouldn't want us to spend a lot of time today worrying about remembering her, saying words about her. She'd just want us to get busy on the work of continuing our organizing and working for single payer and healthcare justice for all. I'm certain of that. The last time I saw Marilyn, it was in July in New York City. I went to see her because I knew through Katie and through others that her days were numbered. And I tried to glean from her one last time what she thought we all ought to be doing. And I asked her, I said, Marilyn, what do you want us to be doing? And she waved me off. Some of you have heard me tell this story. She waved me off. And she said, you all know what you need to do. You don't need me to tell you. That was so Marilyn, wasn't it? But I want us to remember this weekend her humanity and her style and embrace that and move forward together, or we will lose that which was so wonderful about Marilyn. Her biggest gift to this movement was that commitment to make sure that every single one of our voices and all of our actions mattered. Big egos, some of us, right? Overbearing sometimes, arrogant sometimes. I never saw any of those things anger Marilyn. Everybody was in and nobody was out in terms of this movement. It was a vision that said it will take every single one of us with all of our collective actions to get to the point of single payer in our lifetimes. How often she said to me, and maybe many of you, she repeated that line from the book and the essays, the revolution will not be funded. Didn't she? Did she? But the revolution will be staffed, right? And we are the ones who will staff it, who are staffing. And it's going to be staffed by all of us. And it's going to be messy, and it's going to be muddy, and it's going to be turbulent at times. And we're not always going to agree with each other. Our agendas and opinions aren't always going to be exactly the same. But if we're going to carry Marilyn's work forward, and if we're going to celebrate and uplift one another in doing so, we have to have the courage to fight together without being personally critical of one another and finding a way not to restrict other people's ideas and intentions. So I'm going to wrap this up because we lost her on August 3rd of 2009. Very sad day for many of us. I'd like you all to stand right now. If Marilyn touched your life, please stand. And I want you to turn to somebody close to you. Thank them for being your fellow warrior in this fight. And let's get to work getting single payer for this nation.